live in there. Have you been able to see any opportunities to monetize from your social media presence? Because I mean, you're growing a social media platform for sure.
I'm trying, but at the same time, it's like a lot to try to manage this and then work and things like that. So I've had like a couple of opportunities to, make a little bit of money here and there, but obviously not anything that's like full time dependable or
Right,
anything like that.
right. And I'll tell you something. Some of the content that I get hooked on watching the most are people that just drive around and tell the story of Appalachia. They will
Yeah.
literally drive from town to town to town, and they'll talk about what industries are in this town, what industries were in this town, why this town is seeing a resurgence, why this town has continued to see a decline. And they just like take dash mounted video footage and then narrate over the top of it. And they because people listen, we live in a voyeuristic society. Everybody wants to watch everybody else's shit, right? They want to watch how your life is. That's why reality TV is so goddamn popular. And so people that don't see what you see, they want to see it. Are you familiar with the account Nate Petrosky at all?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the northern, like, panhandle part of West Virginia.
So I've been on my main account. I was mutuals with him. I've lost my main account, so it is what it is. But we were mutuals for quite some time, and people are just fascinated with what you're able to do, sort of on that off grid, living off the land type of stuff. And when I start talking about Appalachia, people are like, "Really?" Because a lot of people don't know, and I don't know how many people in the comments section tonight know. The Appalachian Mountain Range is the oldest mountain range in the world, in the history of the world. And it connects with mountain ranges heading up through Canada and going up the west coast of Africa, as well as the west coast of Europe. And it is, and I know people will always go, well, wait a minute, the Rocky Mountains are so much bigger than the Appalachian Mountains. Right, because the Appalachian Mountains have been around for so much longer, they've been worn down over time. That's how fucking old they are. There's shit in the Appalachian Mountains I don't know that we ever want to know about because it's been there since the beginning of fucking time.
Yeah, it's really crazy when you think about it in those terms, and I spent time back in late March, early April out in California, and I went to a bunch of different national parks out there and seeing those huge redwood trees. They're like 2,000 years old. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what our forests used to look like. Like, not necessarily that species of trees, but like the size and like just magnificent and ancient. And then to come back home, and we're still surrounded by a lot of beautiful nature and wilderness, but it's not nowhere near as old and magnificent as it once was. And that's like, that makes me a little bit emotional.
I mean, it's your area, right? I mean, I get quite emotional and ferocious talking about my area. I mean, and I don't even have a connection to the goddamn land, just the area. You know what I mean? I don't even have that type of connection that you folks do, or even the people that from the area that I came from in Southern Indiana, that would literally coal mine for a living, and then, like you saw in the movie, take some coal home so they could heat their house, go back on a Saturday and have their own little area where they could pitch away some of that damn coal, so that they could heat their house. And people in my area just don't understand what that's like. And they look at that and they think that it's backwards and it's this and it's that, and it's not. It's actually, in my opinion, a more simplistic way of living. We tend to make shit fucking complicated where I'm from.
Yeah.
Everything has to be, well, we won't even get into that because we're not talking about the Chicagoland area. So you really enjoy